Sherabji, yes.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Very nice to see you.
Mm.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, thank you so much, sir. I feel a bit nervous.
Okay.
I have a lot of questions, but I don't know where to start.
Mhm.
So I belong to a Tibetan Buddhist family,
Okay.
and our family is just interlinked with all spirituality and religious both because of the culture and everything. And I do have a lot of spiritual teachers in my family as well. So I don't know. And you say God is all allowing, but then when I listen to so many of your podcasts, it seems that He's also not all allowing, because there seems to be a lot of restrictions as to what not to do in spirituality, or like you can't do certain things. So sometimes I remain a bit confused.
Okay. So let me first explain this thing called all allowing. God says, I am all allowing in what you choose. If you
Uh-huh.
choose God, I allow that. If you choose the king, I allow that.
Okay, so let's say I've started recently as to with the 30 days. I haven't finished it yet. But I know within the 30 days, you can do either whichever way, and it is all fine. But after the 30, and then my question is, does the 30 days have to end on exactly 30 days, or can it be a little bit longer, or how does that work?
There is no such thing like 30 days is like exact 30 days, but that's like 1 month we say try out God, and if God doesn't serve you, then let go of God.
So it doesn't have to be exactly 30 days.
No, it is not. It is up to you. You can say, okay, I am going to try God for 6 months. You can try now. But the problem is, after 30 days, if you do not choose God, then God says you have by default chosen the king.
Oh, I see.
And so the grace of God will not be available to you after 30 days. That is the only problem.
I see. But if you choose God, so then, for example, in the Tibetan family, Buddhist family, you have a lot of statues, and then you have a lot of paintings of Buddha just hanging around all the walls. So it becomes very difficult, especially when you live alone. It becomes very difficult to, like get rid of all those. You can't really get rid of all those. And then you have a special shrine room where you have all those statues and paintings and stuff. So what do you do? Because I know you say in the Hindu religion, you say you can't do tika, you can't do, all the diya and this and that. So, like,
So God
what's
says,
in our case?
yeah, God is saying that God knows that how difficult it is for the humans to come to God and let go of all their religion and spirituality. That
Uh-huh.
being so, God says, you have seen the face of God. Now be in your religion, be in your spirituality. Because as such, the grace of God is available to you when you die.
No, I understand all that. So, let's say I want to be connected with God. I want to stay
But
connected
the
with God.
question here is, why do you want to be connected with God if God doesn't really give you anything that is tangible?
I don't know. So I've been through a lot of emotional upheaval, up and down, for almost a year now, and then I actually saw your podcast about, I am not sure, late December or January, something like that, and I've been sort of hesitant to accept it. And I did see you in my dream, but then because I've been listening to your podcast for a long time, and you always talk about these attacks, and I was fearing of all these attacks. When I saw you in my dream, I was so scared. I just opened my eyes, and then I was thinking, if I'm connected to God, will I lose everything, or will I be detached from all my family? Like I was going through all these weird emotions. But again, at the same time, in all these months, I did go through a lot of emotional upheaval. So I just wanted some ease and peace. I keep listening to the podcast. So I thought, okay, let me just try. So I do see some difference, definitely. And then again, of course, your thinking mind keeps thinking, is it because, I'm connected to Paramatma, or is it because, you shift your, thoughts to something else? So you keep again doubting and thinking. So I'm just sometimes don't know what to think, or feel like really confused. And I do want to stay connected, because I don't know, I feel like a lot of things that you say does make sense, yet at the same time also you have this skeptical mind. It's just quite hard sometimes.
So then comes the whole thing which I call choice. You see, when God came to me, I did not trust God. Why? Because there was no precedent that God had ever come to a human and was talking with a human in order to do the work of God. And the work of God was about sending the souls back to home.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know the souls, I didn't care for the souls. And I'm like, if you are God, why do you need a human? So I was totally skeptical. I was totally in what I would say disbelief. But in spite of that fact, I am like, just because it has never happened before, it doesn't mean it cannot happen now. But
Mm-hmm.
I have to find out ultimately whether the one who came to me is truly God or not, and truly am I doing something which is benevolent to someone or something. These were the two things that I had. And it
Mm-hmm.
took me more than 5 years to finally come to that conviction that no, I am talking with God and not someone else. So for me, it was 5 years, and you are like in 5 months, you are trying to come to a certainty.
Mm-hmm.
But then, question that now comes in is, on what basis was I doing God's work? Not from a place of conviction, not from a place of certainty, not from a place of knowing, not from a place of faith, not from a place of reverence. Because even if I had no reverence for God, because I had no reverence even for the deities. And how can you have reverence for someone which for you is like can also be the devil? So that is the place. Then what was it that I had that allowed me to work? And that is what we call as the choice. And what is this choice? The choice is this: I do not know who you are, but I am going to be connected with you, and I am going to follow your will, and I am not going to go outside your will, but I will always keep you in a place of skepticism. I will always keep you in a place of doubt, and I will not revere you. I will not surrender to you. Just because I am following your will doesn't mean I have surrendered to you. It is a choice.
So when you say it is a choice, I know people have asked this question before. Like you say, on one hand, we don't have any control because everything is in the storyline. So then,
So
how
there
do
is
you
no
make
choice
this
there. There is no
choice?
choice in storyline. But about God, there is a choice. Am I going to choose God or not going to choose God? Because this is not within the storyline. If this would have been in the storyline, you wouldn't have a choice.
So what happened? In between, I went to India. My family lives in India, and then of course we went to a pilgrimage in Nepal, and many of the holy sites seems to be similar areas of where the Hindu also the same pilgrimage areas. So because I've been listening to your podcast, and I've been going to these holy places with the family, and then lighting lamps and stuff. But still, at the back of my mind, I keep telling myself, while lighting the diya, I keep telling myself, God says I shouldn't be doing all these things. So what is it that's talking to me, or what is it like? Is that, how does that fit into the storyline or not the story? When I'm still in the pilgrimage area, like really holy sites, of the Hindus and the Tibetan, it seems sometimes to be the same, Buddhist pilgrimage. It seems to be sometimes the same place, same. And while I'm lighting all these things, and I keep in, like, at the back of my mind, I'm keep telling myself, God says I shouldn't be doing all these things. So what is it that's telling me? Like, what is it that's talking to me? What am I doing? Like,
The,
I'm
the
so
one,
confused. Like, what is this?
okay, the one who is talking to you will not fit in your religion, because in your religion there is no such thing as soul.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I don't really haven't read scriptures. I'm not, like, I just born into a Buddhist family, and then with tradition and culture and everything, you just introduced to all these things. So when you say Buddha is a non-soul being, it's like hard to hear, sir. And I did have a question, like, how is it that Buddha is a non-soul being, or
Buddha is a programmed entity.
so
You are
how
not
does that?
you are not a programmed entity. Buddha was created in order to create a following that
I
would
see.
that would last for centuries, not decades, but centuries. Is like around 2500 years old.
Mm-hmm,
Imagine
mm-hmm,
the time it lasted, and imagine the number of followers today they have.
mm-hmm,
And to this community, when God is coming to them, they say there is no God, so we don't choose you.
mm-hmm.
So there is a straight denial. So this is the way the king played the game, in which Buddha was a very important figure.
So you said he's from some asura land, and then he's brought into the human world, earth, in order to be used.
Yeah, he comes from a lower being. Now,
Uh-huh.
lower being doesn't mean that he is a bad or he is malefic.
Mm-hmm.
Lower being just means that they are asuric. Asuric means that they have the capacity to really play the control game. And Buddha played the control game in a very I would say in a very high way. What did he control? He did not control others. He controlled his mind, he controlled his body,
Mm-hmm.
because of which he could go through certain practices which were very difficult for normal human beings to go through. Only someone who has a huge control uh, mechanism within them can go through the journey that Buddha went through. But
I see.
as he went through that, he was getting programmed. And finally, he gave the teachings of the middle path. And he said, there is nothing outside of you. You are the light. And this light that he was referring to his disciple Ananda, that
Yeah.
Anand Appo Divo Bhavor, you,
Yes.
uh, what is the English thing is, you lighten up.
You be your own light.
You be your own light. Yeah, that is the right
Yes.
word. But the
Mm-hmm.
point is, what is that light he is referring to? It is the spirit within us that even just Jesus was referring to. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
That Holy Spirit that Jesus was referring to, Buddha was referring to as light.
I see. So then, in within the Tibetan Buddhist tradition, of course, under Buddhism, there's many branches like Hinayana, Mahayana, and then the Tibetan Buddhists, they say it's the Vajrayana. So, what does Paramatma have to say about Tibetan Buddhist
But
Vajrayana?
Paramatma says this is another deception created by the king
Hmm.
in order that humans do not come to God when God comes to them. And so you asked me, what is that which was constantly telling you to be with God? It was your
Yes,
soul.
because yeah, when I was in the pilgrimage area and then in these holy sites, I'm lighting the lamps because I have all my family and I haven't told them about all these things, and I'm lighting it. I'm lighting all that, but I don't know. I'm telling myself, or I don't know what it is anymore. I'm so like Paramatma says or God says I shouldn't be doing this. So, but I'm still hesitantly still lighting all this. So, what was it? So, was God telling me these
No,
things,
it
or
was
what?
your soul. The one
It.
who wrote your storyline, the one who brought you into Buddhism, the one who wrote that you will be going through all these religious practices, and now he's putting the thoughts that why are you doing all these things when God is already here?
I see. I see. I see. So, okay. Yeah,
When
because
when the soul wrote the storyline before your birth, God had not come and soul did not know that God is going to come.
I see. I
But
see.
now the soul knows, and the soul is gently tapping you. Why are you doing all these things? Right now, God is there, and God is accessible through an image.
Mm, I see. So, I had these like few experiences right after, I don't know, somewhere around COVID. Just before COVID hit, I got into an accident and then I hit my head. And I don't know, subsequently, then, I've been listening to all these. Uh, Before that, I didn't have internet. Didn't. So, right after the accident, I got internet and then I started watching all the YouTubes. And of course, I was listening to all the Indian teachers, like you name it, everybody, Osho, Ramakrishna, Sadhguru, and some of the Tibetan teachers as well. And then right after I hear your podcast, I don't feel like listening to any of them. And for some reason, at the beginning, I was a bit hesitant. Like I was certain questions people would ask you, I'd start laughing. I couldn't believe, it was all these things, but I don't know, I kept wanting to listen to you, and then I don't feel like listening to anybody. But then one time, I like, there was no zest for life. Like I'd finally feel like, okay, there's really nothing, like. But then now that sort of thing has gone away. But then I don't know, I keep listening to you, I keep wanting to listen to you every day. I've watched all your videos and I keep listening to them every day.
You understand Hindi?
Yes, I do. I was
Okay.
born in India.
Okay. Okay. That's why you can listen
So,
every day. I said only
yeah,
English videos are very less.
yes, everything. I listened to everything. So even so while I was during the pilgrimage areas, like even when I'm surrounded by all these different statues, paintings, I'd still keep listening to you. Something keeps bringing me back. Like I don't know, I find it soothing. And many times I don't know, I just feel like crying. Why is it like that? Why
Why?
do I feel like crying, when I listen to you sometimes, or certain things you say, it just hits me and I just like cry and cry. I don't know.
You see, what happens when you connect with God? Some people connect with God intellectually. Some people connect with God emotionally. And person like me connect with God from a place of doubt and skepticism. So when I connect with God, I do not have that emotional thing welling up because my intellect is more negative than positive. There are others who have an intellect which is positive and they connect with God in a very positive way. My intellect is very negative. So, but I connect with God through choice, in spite of the fact that I have a very negative intellect.
I
In
do
your
have a lot of skepticism too, sir.
Yeah, but you do have a lot of emotional quotient also, and that
Mhm.
is through which you are connecting with God.
Yeah, because
In your case,
I listening when I was listening to you, you say you use these dowsing rods to check if it was God or not. Then you, on the other hand, again, you say like everything in this world is connected to the king. So I wonder like how when the dowsing rod is probably scientific. So how do you know check if it is God with the dowsing method that is in the king's domain? So I have all these
the
questions.
the dowsing rod is scientific, but the
Hmm.
problem is the scientists have no idea with what dowsing rod is connecting and bringing the answer from. They are
I see.
assuming it is coming from the body, or they are assuming it is coming from the mind, or they are assuming it is coming from the gut.
And so I
They do
remember
not,
you
but the
saying that it.
scientists do not know that there is a whole world outside which the humans have no access to, but they have access to the humans. And they jump in to answer your questions through the dowsing rod. Now, how would you know whether the answer is coming from God or something else?
Yes, so that is the question. And I remember you saying it took you like 3 years to, be perfect the dowsing
No,
rod.
no, no. Uh, oh, yes. But that doesn't mean that I was able to get the answer only from the source I wanted.
Hmm.
Even today, the answers that come to me comes from mostly contaminated places, and it takes me. I always assume this is not coming from God, and I have to go through a place of double checking, triple checking, again checking on the next day, and finally coming to the conclusion who is saying and what is sourcing me or sourcing these answers. Even today, it is not that easy to get answers from God because God is very gentle and all these denying forces are very aggressive. So, even for me, it is so difficult.
I see.
I tell people have fun with the dowsing rod, but be very careful.
Hmm. So one I had an experience, a sort of a out of a body experience one night. Me and my kids, we were sleeping together in the same room. So I don't know when I could see my body lying down. I could see my kids sleeping next to me. But then I'm still thinking in my head that my body is still lying down there. How can I take another body? So what is that is talking even when I'm outside the body, like that experience that outside the body, but I'm still thinking in even when I'm outside the body. So what is that, sir?
That is your astral body.
So
All the
you like it.
all the near death experience, all the out of body experience, all the astral travel, they are all done by the astral body. That is the first energy body of the 11 energy bodies that God gave to the humans.
So then even when you have that experience, you're still thinking while you're having that experience that. And I remember thinking that how can I take another body when my body is still lying down there? So,
because
like,
because the human intellect and the higher intellect both are there with the astral body. So the human portion is saying, how is it possible? But the higher intellect is already orchestrating the whole phenomena.
I see. So it's hard to understand, but okay.
Of course, it is hard to understand because humans are very complex. You cannot bring it down to something very simple. We just say a few things here and there just to give a little bit of sense. But that doesn't mean we are actually giving you the whole information.
And so another experience I had one night, I just woke up and I could feel like or see, but I'm inside the room. I could actually see somebody uh, sitting on the ground, looking at my door, looking like he was sitting outside, looking at my door. I could actually see this man, but it's of course at night. I just woke up and I could just actually feel or see all of these things. So the next day I spoke to my spiritual teacher and said, "This is how I felt." So he said, "You could light some." In Tibetan we have something called feeding the hungry ghost or whatever. So you light up something like satu. You light all those things up just to help them. So is it possible to continue with that and help them? Can we help them in any way or?
The first thing is you cannot help them, but to give you an understanding, your spiritual master assumed it to be malefic,
Mm,
because of which he was trying to protect you from them. But this
mm.
particular one who came to you was benevolent.
Oh, I see, sir.
So you don't need protection from this particular one. But he
Oh,
didn't get it, but he thought it was malefic. He thought it was a ghost.
oh, so
This
you
was
actually can sense
this
it,
is a
sir,
being.
that. Oh, I see. I can, yeah, because I saw him sitting outside and then looking at my door. Oh, I see. So, but what is the reason that we have these experiences? Is there any reason why we have all these experiences, Parmata?
The reason we have all these experiences comes from multiple lifetimes. Because we have been into all kind of spiritual practices, which was connecting us to the higher domains, we still carry some of those experiences in our mind, the suppressed part of the mind or the unconscious mind, and sometimes they are showing up in our dreams. So, this being who came to you, this being was already connected with you in another lifetime, and this
Oh,
being was your guru in that lifetime.
oh,
So, this guru now wanted to connect with God or Paramatma through you, and that is why he was there. He
oh,
was
I
not
see.
interested in you. He
Mm,
wanted to know what is this phenomena called Paramatma. What kind of energy does this one have? What kind of aura does this one have? So he came to feel,
oh, I see.
and you experience that at the astral level, which of course is your dream.
Oh, but I was awake, sir. I just woke up and I could actually
Then
feel
you were
him.
in a transcendent state.
Oh, wow.
You
Oh,
are
I
not
see.
in that state right now where you are talking with me.
Really? Oh, wow. Okay. And so a couple of years ago, like, I don't know, maybe 22, 23, I don't know, while I was listening to all these spiritual masters on YouTube and everything, every day I would start thinking, but I don't know, for some reason, I had this thought in me, maybe this could be my last life. I don't know why I just had this thought like a couple of times. Was that God talking to me, sir?
No, it was your soul talking to you.
Oh, okay. Like I had this couple of times. Maybe it's my last life. Oh, okay. I see. But sir, am I connected to God?
Yes, you are connected with God.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Right.
But Parman, I still have many questions because let's say I want to stay connected. And then like I said, I have all these statues, I have all these paintings, and we do have a shrine room. Well, I live alone, but I do have a shrine room.
Is anyone
So,
staying with you who are using them?
no, I live alone, and my
If you
family
are,
is in India.
so if you are living alone, what you can do is just close the shrines and let the paintings be and let the artifacts be. There is no issue. Only don't worship them. Don't try to be at a place of reverence with them. That's
Mhm.
all.
So, I mean, it's like all around the house. So, should I
Let
just
them
like,
be all around the house.
Okay.
Just tell that Paramatma or God, all these things that are in this house, if they are influencing me, please neutralize them. May I have your grace, God.
And then also, so we
So
have like little
everything,
Ganesh stat.
everything in my house that is influencing me, may I have your grace, God. Everything in my house that is taking me away from you, may I have your grace, God. Just say these two and say it every day. So even if something gets activated, any of those artifacts, they will get deactivated.
I see. And so another thing, so like I said, I do have a lot of spiritual teachers in my family. So when we visit them, of course, we offer, like the scarf, white scarf. And are we allowed to do that then? So we're not allowed to do that, even if they are family members.
No, you have to treat your family members as your family members and not as your teachers.
I see. So can we offer flowers at least? No,
Not flowers even because you are coming.
just out of also it's like
No, it
also
is.
out of respect, like not like devotion or anything, but as out of respect, like.
You see, if you wouldn't have been in any kind of spiritual relationship with them, then offering flowers is not a problem. But because of your past spiritual relationship with them, you cannot offer anything which takes them to a higher place than
I
you.
see. So you can't even like sort of
No,
bow
it is
down to
just
them or
that they
anything.
are only your family members
Mm-hmm.
and nothing more than that. So you will offer it, you will have a relationship with them just as you have relationship with every other family members who are spiritual or not spiritual, it doesn't matter. So this will
Okay.
be a challenge for you, I understand, but
Yes.
even I have my challenges in my life.
Yeah, I don't know how to like the rest of the statues and everything. I can,
The best
everything I can sort of.
the best way is telling them that I have made certain choices, and this choice is not made from a place of conviction or from a place of uh, belief or faith or from a place of any kind of miraculous experience. This choice is made from a communication that I received from something outside of me that currently I should disconnect from everything with which I was connected in the past. So I value you as a part of my family, but I will not be able to relate with you the way I was relating with you in the past. Having communicated that, they may not like it. They
Yes.
might judge you. They might criticize you. They might be even insulting towards you because all these things are happening to me. I do not expect my family to understand what I am. So they might not accept your choice, but at least you must communicate your choice and not from a place of righteousness. Because a choice is not about being right. They are not wrong. You are not saying that you are right and they are wrong. You are only saying
Mm-hmm.
you were born in a certain lineage, a certain tradition.
Mm-hmm.
But I have come to know about another aspect of life
Mm-hmm.
which currently I have connected with.
Yeah,
So
the
I'm just
family.
saying it is, of course, it will come from you in your own words and from inside you.
Yes, yes. And Paramatma, another thing is, like you say, talk to the book. So can I talk to the book like I'm actually having a conversation with the book, or does it
Or
have to be like the few
you,
sentences and then say,
you
"May I
can
have your grace,
you can
God?"
talk with any amount you want. But
Mm-hmm.
as far as the releasing is concerned, that is
Mm-hmm.
just like I'm having a headache. May I have your grace, God? I'm
Mm-hmm.
currently confused. May I have your grace, God? I'm currently feeling very low. May I have your grace, God? I'm feeling depressed. May I have your grace, God? all the attacks happening on me. May I have your grace, God. Releasing part is like this. But if you want to talk with the book as if you're talking with your friend and you are sharing your whole day, what you went through, yeah, that is perfect.
So then, can you like talk to the book and the end? Then because of all whatever situation you had and you felt,
At
can
the
you
end,
then
you
at the
can
end
say,
say,
may I have your grace, God. At the end, you
uh,
can say that.
"Okay, all right, all right." And I don't know. I had other questions, but I can't remember. I've written down a lot. Oh, another thing, sir. You say like enjoy life, but outside, talking to you, and then of course we are inside the king's domain or whatever. So how do you enjoy life? Isn't that everything in the storyline? Whether you're going to enjoy life or not enjoy life,
First,
how do you?
first thing to understand is you can only enjoy life with what you have,
Mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm,
you can enjoy life as you are.
mm-hmm.
That is the first thing. Second thing, you can enjoy life when you are not resisting life.
Nice.
That means you are not judging anyone. That means you are not making anyone wrong. That means you are not feeling you are right. That means you are in an allowing state. And at the same time, you are communicating, these are my choices, and having fun, small things, the food, the clothes, the ambience, the environment.
Mm-hmm. I see. Okay. So is there such a thing as self-respect? Because
Self
since
respect.
everything is just an illusion, like is.
Self-respect only means that you have forgiven yourself totally. Then only you can have respect for yourself. How can you respect yourself if you have not forgiven yourself? Then
And
you are
what does the
beating yourself
forgiving?
up.
So what does forgiving myself mean? I don't really understand. What does that mean?
Forgiving yourself means you are not criticizing yourself for all your shortcomings, for all your mistakes, for everything that you felt you should have done, for everything you felt you shouldn't have done, for everything that you said you feel I shouldn't have said. So, and you having no regret in life. That is what is a place where you have accepted yourself totally. So, another word for self respect is self acceptance.
I
And
see.
you can do that when you have forgiven yourself for all your mistakes,
I
for all
see.
your wrong choice, or whatever you way it is.
So then, being a human, of course, you have all these different emotions: jealousy, anger, hatred. So can we release that like
Yes,
throughout the day, or does it just
whenever
have
you become aware of them.
not like just
Not
like that? Like,
mechanically. The moment you
oh,
are
I
becoming
see.
aware of them, all the
Mm-hmm,
uncomfortable feelings I'm having right now, may I have
mm-hmm,
your grace, God. All the
mm-hmm,
negativity I'm having, may I have your grace, God. All the
mm-hmm,
anger, jealousy, and fear, everything else, whatever they are, may I have your grace, God.
mm-hmm. And then certain decisions you can't make. I listening to the other podcast, sometimes you tell people that you can sometimes ask God for directions. Is that possible?
Yes, you can always say that I have to make a choice, I have to make a decision. Please guide me in a way that I come to know that this is what you want me to do.
I see. So in
Only
any situation, can it be?
people believe that if you listen to God, your life is going to become uh, free from all what I would say negativity, and it will be very good. But I always tell them I listened to God and I got destroyed. Now, for a long time, for a decade, I hated myself for the decision that I took. Now, decade is a long time, 10
Oh
years.
yes. Mm-hmm.
And the problem with me was that I made a choice for no reason. Because let's say you are a Buddhist. Buddha made a choice that I am going to find out how to become free from all suffering and pain. I had no reason to really let go of my beautiful life that I had. I had no pursuit. I had no spiritual journey. I never wanted to find out anything. I never wanted enlightenment. I never wanted freedom. So it was like, why the hell did I make this choice? So
Mm-hmm.
for 10 years, I did not forgive myself. So all I am saying is, if God guides you, do not believe that it is going to be a la la land.
Yes, yes. I hear you say that all the time. Yes, yes. So, so am I talking to God right now?
Yeah, you are talking to God right now.
Wow,
In
thank you
the
so
Zoom
much.
meeting, it is God talking,
Oh, thank you so
and also
much.
the human,
Mm, yes.
and both
Oh
are
my
one.
God. Thank you so much. And so, because it's only one chance, it's so hard. Uh, oh, and so can we wear precious jewelry, or is that also?
Oh, yeah, you can wear precious jewelry.
Mm, okay. And so, can I have this conversation with my family members, with the spiritual teachers, or that we I have in my family, or no?
You can have, but do not expect that they are going to agree with you.
No, I don't. But I just want to know that there is such a concept, like there's something else that I have heard that I don't know. They probably may not agree with me, but I'm just wondering: is it okay if I discuss with them?
You know, God says, I do not want you to accept me. I do not
Mm-hmm.
want you to follow me. I just want you to hear me about me.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is what is God wanting. So, you can tell them and they will have heard. And after that, your job is over because you
Mm-hmm.
have
Mm-hmm.
followed the will of God.
So, in a family gathering, can I just take the book and show them the book,
Yeah, you can show
or
them. You can
just
show
I?
them the image. It's just that
Yes.
for 1 second, I want you to look at this image because this
Mm-hmm.
image will free you, even though
Mm-hmm.
it will not be within your expectations and even though it may not be as you want it to be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But still, this image is going to work.
Yeah, that's what my intention is. Okay. All right. Just have a few more questions.
Okay.
So, you talk about attacks. What are the attacks, and how can you differentiate between a regular ailment and attack?
Unless you know how to use the dowsing rod or pendulum or some kind of feedback, it is difficult to know whether the things that are happening in your life is purely physical or they are coming from beyond the physical.
Mm,
So attacks are coming from beyond the physical. They might be orchestrated by certain humans or they can be orchestrated by certain gurus or masters in the non physical. So these are all things to investigate, but basically attacks means that some malefic intentions are being directed towards you in order that you have some kind of suffering and pain.
I see. So let's say, so if we are connected with Paramatma, and then I hear that there can be attacks on the family. So is it, what is this?
But for the family, you cannot release. You can only release for yourself. Like all the attacks happening on me. May I have your grace, God.
Mhm.
Everyone attacking me. May I have your grace, God. All the black magic being done on me. May I have your grace, God. You can do
So
only for yourself.
is it certain that the king will attack, or it's not certain? It can.
It is not certain, but there is a possibility.
I see. So then what? So how will we know if the attacks on the family are being done by king or because we are
provided
connected
you
to God?
provided you can have provided you have that feedback mechanism.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay. So what happens if the attacks happen on the family? So what can the
You
family
cannot
do?
do anything. I cannot
Oh,
save my wife and my son.
I see. I see. That's another. Then that's a huge problem. I can. And then I have a general question. So we had somebody very close in our family pass away, um, and then later we did the for the cremation you have to do the astrological calculations, and then they told us that her spirit, I don't know, I think in Tibetan we call la as spirit, her spirit was taken away while she was traveling around some riverside. That was what that is what came out in the astrology, saying that it was taken back a few months ago before she passed away. And then of course she passed away, and then later we looked at her pictures prior to her death, and definitely her face is, you can see that like something had totally changed, which we couldn't catch then. But later, after she passed away and all the cremation, later on, some pictures were developed, and we could see that she was totally, like her face had totally changed in those pictures in the few months before she passed away. So how can somebody live if somebody's spirit is taken away? I'm not sure if spirit is the exact word, but
People can, okay, let's use this particular example that you gave.
mm-hmm,
Her spirit was not taken away. If spirit is taken away, then that person cannot live, because
okay,
life force will come to zero and that
mm-hmm,
person will die. But
mm-hmm,
what happened with that person you are referring to, as I connect with that person, what I am
mm-hmm.
noticing is that the astral body had left that body before she died. And
I
when the
see.
astral body left, then a part of the life force also left.
Oh,
Sometimes we say that there has been a walk in. What does it mean, like walk in? Walk in means, let's say, I have a exit point in my storyline. So my astral body leaves my body, physical body, at that point of time. But there is another astral body that walks in and uses my storyline, or it alters my storyline and creates a new storyline, or it is using my personality, or it alters my personality and creates a whole new personality around this body. So these are walk-ins.
I
So
see.
this exit and in, they are all astral body.
So when you say life force, what is that? Is that the breath that is the life
A
force?
breath is not the life force. The life force
So,
is different. Even let's say when you are in coma, when your life force is almost zero, you are still breathing.
yeah. So life force, soul, spirit, breath, it's all different then.
All different, all different.
Oh, okay, so confusing. So I have some random, random questions that I've, like watched a lot of YouTube and all kinds of stuff. So
Okay.
there is a guru out there saying that, I don't know, the Kalki avatar, and of course in Tibetan we say the Maitreya Buddha is gonna come, and so he was saying this Kalki is born in Sambal in UP, and he's 14 years old. And by 2032, he's going to be 21 and then declare Satyug. So is that correct, or is that some illusion? Or
Uh, I do not want to go into any kind of debate.
yeah,
I'm just telling you what God has said. Okay,
uh-huh,
that is not Kalki whom they are referring to, that
uh-huh,
person in UP. But yes,
yeah,
Kalki has been born, and he is a white person and he is born in America.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And this thing are called the new transition that king is planning. It will not be spiritual, it will be technological, because
Mm,
the whole need of religion and spirituality is over.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see.
Those were deceptions created to hold humans back. Now, in 100 years, everything is going to be over.
So I know, so you say that it's going to be over, but then you said God cannot really tell the future. So how can
God is
you?
not saying the future. God is saying, once I take all the souls back,
Oh,
once
I
I
see.
leave, then the very
Mhm.
thing that was created to stop me has no relevance.
I see. Okay.
So God is not
I,
talking about the future.
mm, okay. Um, and then in Australia, there's a guy who says he's a reincarnation of Christ. Is that right?
He is a reincarnation of Christ. You mean
Yeah.
Jesus? Do you
Jesus.
mean
Yes.
Jesus?
Jesus. Jesus.
He is true.
Oh, it's true. Oh, I see. Wow. Um, and did Jesus, was he ever born through immaculate conception from Mother Mary, or
No,
okay, that never happened. Okay,
not that the way you are saying.
okay. Mm, oh, and another, Parvata, I had another question. So, if God was, if the king was so strong, and he's, he created the matrix and everything, like how he couldn't uh, you know um, make a religion, a foolproof religion, where he could stop everything and not have to worry about creating another religion and another religion.
You are asking me why King did not create one single religion?
Yeah, why he couldn't create a single religion that was foolproof of God you know
King was experimenting. And
oh.
this whole experiment started 10,000 years back. The
Mm.
first person, the first individual who was sent from the domain of the king down into the domain of the humans was Shiva.
So is he the Adi Yogi, what everybody
Now,
says?
the king is Adi Yogi. King is
Oh,
Adi Yogi, king is Adi Guru.
oh, I see. Okay. And then, oh, shit. Hello? Okay. Um, uh, okay. And then, Paramatma, you say that the animals have no, is it souls? Did you say no souls? I don't quite
Animals
remember.
don't have any soul, they have spirit.
And then I was watching a movie where, like you said they have no suffering.
They don't have suffering. They have pain, but no suffering.
I see. So when an animal cries, they have no suffering, because I was watching a documentary where a camel gives birth to her child, but she doesn't give her milk to the babies. And then the owner of the camel starts singing melodious songs, and then like slowly the camel starts crying and allows the baby to uh, feed on the milk. So is that not suffering when she's crying?
You see, when we talk about suffering, what it means is something that is carried forward.
Mm,
Let's say I broke my leg. I have
mhm,
pain, but
mhm,
also tears are coming down from my eyes.
mhm.
So that way I'm suffering. But basically, people suffer because they are not willing to move forward.
Ah, okay.
So, so I am not willing to move forward from that accident.
Mm-hmm.
I'm constantly questioning why it happened. Why did it
Mm-hmm.
happen to me? why
Mm-hmm.
someone did not come and save me, why
Mm-hmm.
God allowed this to happen. These are all suffering.
Mm. I see. Okay.
You see,
And
I think even in your religion, the
yeah.
Buddhism, Buddha said that first, when the arrow strikes you, that is the first level of suffering, and
Mm-hmm.
then you are complaining about it. My words may not be the exactly, but I'm giving the
So
essence of what.
I have no understanding. I have
Okay,
never
that's
studied
what
any
Buddha
scriptures,
said.
so I don't know myself very much.
Because what was asked to Buddha was that how come you have become enlightened and
Mm-hmm.
you still have physical pain?
Mm-hmm.
How come you have so much of disease? Because
Mm-hmm.
there was always one doctor who had
Mm-hmm.
to be with Buddha.
Yes.
So that
His
means
name
he
is
had
Jivaka
a
also.
lot of physical issues.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
Buddha
Mm-hmm.
said that the first level of pain and suffering cannot be overcome. But it is the
Mm-hmm.
second one that can be overcome when you become enlightened or nirvana. The
Mm.
second one is why I have it.
I see. Okay. 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 But mother, did Buddha ever come and talk to you, or did he ever come to you?
Uh, Buddha did come to me, but it was for different reasons. He came more from a place of the king wanting to take me away from or keep me away from God.
I see. Hmm. And what is the difference between deities and enlightened beings? Is there a hierarchy between the
Enlightened
two?
beings are humans, deities are non humans, they are non physical, they are angelic.
I see. So, is there a hierarchy like the
Oh,
enlightened
yeah,
beings are?
they have their hierarchy. It's
So,
like
is
there
it
are
like?
archangels and then there are angels.
I see.
So they
So,
have a
between
hierarchy.
the deities and the enlightened ones, is it like the enlightened ones are higher than the deities or something like that?
Yes, they are higher.
I see. Because
Because you see, the deities are created in order to do certain functions by the king.
mm,
So
mm,
they are role oriented. It's like there is one machine called the washing
mm-hmm,
machine which cleans the clothes. But
mm-hmm,
there is another machine called the electric heater which is warming the water, or the electric kettle.
mm-hmm.
So they are both machines doing different functions. In the same way, the deities have different functions. Some of them are like they are the nature deities. Their job is to make sure that in the nature, everything is able to flourish. Then there are the water deities. Then
Mm-hmm.
there is the fire deities. So there are many deities.
I see. Because I've heard teachers say that when Buddha was enlightened, then Shiva and some other deities requested Buddha to give teachings to the humans. Is that correct?
Hmm, that is correct.
I see. That
Because
is correct.
ultimate purpose of Buddha was not really to become enlightened, but to create the teaching from the experience he had and
Mm-hmm.
then give it to people. That is why I think he was around 42 when he became enlightened, and he had
Yes.
to live for another 42 years
40 years, yes.
giving this
80.
teaching all over up to
Mm-hmm.
the point he could travel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see. Okay. So even though he's enlightened, he's still stuck in the fifth dimension. And other deities stuck? Are the deities in the fifth dimension as well, like Shiva and Ram and
No,
Krishna?
Shiva is much higher.
Shiva is much higher. So why is Shiva called a deity then?
Shiva is called deity. Even the king is a deity.
Even the king is a
Anyone,
deity.
anyone who dies is a deity.
Mm. Oh, so Shiva and all they asked Buddha to teach so that we could be put into another illusion. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh,
See, the
I see.
deity in Hindi is called as Dev.
I see.
Dev means now Mahadev, who is the highest, is the
Mm-hmm.
king.
Mm-hmm.
In
Mm-hmm.
Hindu, we call it Bhagwan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the king is Mahadev, the ultimate. Now,
Mm-hmm.
the king is also known as Allah.
Mm-hmm.
The king is also known as Jehovah. King is also known as Father. And there are many names, including Adi Guru, Adi Yogi, Adi Dev. Adi means the first.
First. Uh-huh.
So he is the
I see.
first Guru, the first Yogi, the first Dev, and then
Mm-hmm.
Mahadev means he is the ultimate. No one
Mm-hmm.
above him.
No one above him. I see.
But Dev means they have to die. The souls are not Dev.
Mm, I see. Okay. All right. Um, Paramatma, another question. You said we are in the matrix, which is the mind of the king, and then Durga has its her Maya. So, which part is the Maya that we are in? The matrix itself is a Maya, isn't it?
The matrix is the canvas on which the Maya shows up. Actually, matrix is the canvas on which the creation shows up or the dream shows up, and Maya convinces us that it is real. Maya is the hypnosis.
So, the Durga is the hypnosis that we are feeling in the matrix.
Yes. So when we dream, in our dream, we have the hypnosis that that is real.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Oh,
dream is the matrix, and the hypnosis that this is real is Maya.
I see.
When we wake up, this life is our matrix, and the hypnosis says this life is real.
Okay. Okay. So, what do you have to say about like how the scientists and everybody say that human first life started from Africa and then it spread out throughout the world?
That is not true because the human life, humans, basic first thing is the first human started in the first creation cycle. This is the seventh creation cycle. Okay. Now, if
Mm-hmm.
you notice the Puranas, the mythological stories, a lot of the mythological stories are from other creation cycles. They are not from this creation cycle. And
Mm-hmm.
there is no distinction as to which story comes from which creation cycle. That is why we have kept them into mythology and not history.
Mm-hmm.
Now, about the humans coming, there have been many experiments which have been done with the humans. Why was there a need to do these experiments? For only one simple reason, that when the king came to know that God is going to come in this creation cycle, king had to alter the genetics of the human, the nervous system of the human, the mind of the human, the awareness of the human, the capacity to process information for the humans, and capacity to suffer more for the humans. Now, in order to do all these things, the king started doing all kind of experiments. And in these experiments, it was the extraterrestrials who were brought in. Different extraterrestrials started doing different experiments, and the king started noticing the outcome of those experiments as to how much he can put the human into so deep bondage that the humans will never go to God when God comes to them.
Mm-hmm.
And because of these experiments, some of us became the so called black people, the so called white people, the so called brown people, and so called the dwarfs, and so called those with a very good height. So, someone with big bodies, someone with small bodies. So all these things happened because of all the experiments that the king was doing. And king also wanted to keep all these experiments intact. Why?
Mhm.
Because he would use divide and rule between all these groups. And that's why you notice that all the groups are fighting in some way with each other.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, and when people are engrossed in fighting, who has time to go to God or Paramatma?
Right.
So, these were all the deceptions created by the king. And humans and the scientists and the anthropologists and the archaeologists, they are so fascinated with the origin of the humans, and they bring up all kind of hypotheses, not really having any idea what they are talking. They are looking at one piece of bone and trying to create all kind of theories, and all looking at the skeleton and trying to put a flesh on top of that skeleton and trying to feel what this creature must have been doing. Well, these are all mind games that humans are playing.
Right. Right.
And
And
king wants us to play the mind games.
okay, understood. And Paramatma, did uh, Paramatma know that you were going to make a deal with him for the humans when he created you?
Paramatma said he didn't know.
He didn't know. So, like, does Paramatma not know everything?
No, Paramatma doesn't know the future.
Okay, okay, all
Why?
right.
You have to
Because
understand
I,
why.
be-
Why doesn't Paramatma know the future?
because
How
I've
come?
already heard that answer before. Like, because
But
he
you don't
doesn't
remember.
control. He doesn't
No.
control.
Yes. In order to know the future, you have to control the future,
Control the future. Okay.
which the king is doing. So king knows the future.
Okay.
But Paramatma is not controlling anything. So how can Paramatma know the future?
So, but Parmad, I feel like the king, he seems to be so powerful and knowing the future and everything, yet he can't create something that is so foolproof of God. You know what I
But
mean? Like,
why would he create anything foolproof?
because
If
he doesn't want God to be involved in his creation.
God is not involved in his creations.
Like now, he,
Right now,
like if
also,
he,
God is not involved in his creations. Even now, God is just opening, first job was opening the door in the 11th dimension, which was
mm,
completed in 2023 August.
mm-hmm,
Now it is, he says, I give an opportunity to the humans to get some relief from me.
mm-hmm,
And he will make this the last life of the humans.
mm-hmm. I see. So, I have one last question. Although I have, but my last question. Okay, in the Tibetan tradition, when a spiritual teacher passes away or a master passes away, we collect his ashes and then sort of consecrate and then do lots of pujas and stuff like that, and then we make little lockets out of it. So, can I wear that or no?
God is saying, don't.
Don't wear. Okay. All right. Okay.
Let them go.
Okay. All right. Okay. But I can just leave it in the shrine room and not be affected by it because, like you.
Leave it in the shrine room.
Okay. And Paramatma, another thing, I know I already asked this before, but like some of the spiritual teachers, they are my family members, but out of respect, can I just go and see them and like offer the scarf or flower, but not out of devotion or anything? Is that possible? No, but I can just go
Because
and see.
because God said that you cannot follow the rituals anymore. And this scarf, flower, these are all the rituals.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay. Oh, this that would be difficult. Okay.
I know it's difficult.
Yeah, that is the most difficult. The rest I can handle everything because That would
But
be
tell me,
again
Sharab, why is it difficult?
because then I'm worried about all the lashes or the backlash I might face from my
Exactly, but what is
family.
the backlash? They will criticize you. They will
They'll be mad.
they will be
Yeah.
angry on you.
Yes.
They might even insult you. They
Yes.
might even uh, tell others that they should not connect with you.
Yes.
These
Could
are the
be.
things that will happen,
Yes.
but they have all happened in my life.
Okay. And Paramatma, another thing, my son is a monk too.
That is perfectly all right. That is his journey.
I see. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm sometimes a little worried that when you say the attacks can happen on the family, so if I'm connected to Paramatma, like what kind of attacks it might be
I
on
don't,
him and my
I don't,
daughter.
I don't think the king would touch your son because he is already a monk.
Yes. And my daughter as well. I have a daughter. They're both studying, Tibetan
So
scriptures.
don't worry, they are okay.
Oh, thank you so much, Paramatma. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. And then again, I'm asking again, all the paintings, all the statues, everything in the house, I can just leave it like that.
You
Like
can leave it like that.
I have
Do
statues
not
of
bring
like
any,
little
do not,
Ganesh and
do not bring any worshipping into the house. Let them be
no,
showpiece.
yes, 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 all showpieces. And then I have, sometimes we also like to appreciate Lakshmi and stuff like that. So I have pictures, little pictures like
It's
that, but I
okay.
can just leave it. It's okay. I
Just
can
let
leave it.
them be.
Oh, thank you so much, Paramatma. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank
And
you,
then,
Sharab.
Paramatma,
Ah,
um, let's say if I ever try to move away from this house that I own, and then, removing the statues so that I can take it to my family. Can I do that?
oh yeah, you can do that.
Okay, I can remove it. And then once in a while, can I clean the shrine room or no?
No.
Not at all. Like for years, I cannot just clean the shrine room, like because it's all carpet, vacuuming
You
and.
see, if you clean the shrine, it cannot be a shrine anymore. Whatever is inside, then either dispose them off
No, I
or
mean outside is all dusty, and then the carpet and everything, those kind of stuff, like dusting.
those you can clean.
Oh, okay, dusting the carpet
Outside,
and
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah. That you can do.
Okay, okay. And we usually offer water and stuff. That not allowed. That not okay. All right. I don't know if you will tell me the answer, but Parmat, you've heard of Sushant Singh Rajput, yeah?
I will not go into that.
You're not going to that. I just wanted to know where
No, no,
he
no.
is.
I'll not go into that.
Okay.
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 Anything else?
um. Okay. Oh, Paramatma, is it okay if we remember you in the toilet? I know you told us not to take the card and the book or anything in the
Oh
toilet.
yeah, you can remember. That's no issue.
We can
But
remember
don't,
or do the
yeah,
release in our
no,
mind in the toilet.
don't do the release.
Oh, don't do the release in the toilet. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Even in our mind without the
No,
picture.
don't do.
Oh, I see. Okay. Um. Oh, okay, okay, all right, okay. I thought I had another question. Now I forgot. Um, I forgot now.
Relax.
Okay. Uh, j- I had the question and I forgot. I
If it
don't
is
remember.
important, it will come down. Come through.
Okay. Uh, so if with Sushant, you can't tell us where he is. I don't want to know what
I,
happened.
I can
Nothing.
tell anything, but I will not go into that. I said.
Okay.
He is just another human. There is a lot of drama with around his going. But after
Hmm.
he has gone, where he is not important. It's like there
No,
are another crores of humans who have gone.
because
Just
there are
because he
some
is a
people.
Just because he is a movie star, why give him so much importance?
No, not because of he's a movie star. I don't know, when he passed away, something happened. Like all our emotions, like something happened. I don't know. It felt like I never knew him. I never watched his. Once he passed away, something happened. Like I don't know. Like it felt when he. It felt even more painful than your parents passing away. It was strange.
Yeah, so there were many who utilized in the non-physical domain, there were many who utilized his death in order to create a lot of negativity, pain, and everything. So it
Oh,
is
I
just that
see.
sometimes they use certain personalities, famous personalities, because they are in the mind of many people, and
Mm.
using that they can transplant the pain, the fear, the negativity, so all those things.
And also, there are some people who say that he will come back as Kalki.
Oh no, that is not, because Kalki is already here.
Already born, you said. Okay. Okay, Paramatma. Okay. Yeah, I had another question. Now I can't
The
remember at all.
Indians feel that Kalki will come back as Indians, because Indians feel that Kalki has to be a spiritual person.
Yes.
Okay, and the Indians feel Indians are the only spiritual people in the world.
That's very true. Paramatma,
So
slowly, as
so
I get.
Indians cannot digest that Kalki can come outside India and as a non-Indian.
Yeah, I think
That's
that's
okay.
true.
I don't have to go into their
Yes, yes,
belief
that's true,
system.
Paramatma. That's true, Paramatma. I really had another question. I can't really remember. I was thinking of asking that. Ah, I'm so sorry, Paramatma. I'm just keeping you for so long. Mm, no, I can't remember. I can't remember,
Okay,
Paramatma.
then it's not important. Because
Okay.
God doesn't want me to go into that, whatever you want to ask. That's why God
Okay.
removed it.
All
Okay.
right. Okay.
So that
Okay.
will be all then, Sharaf.
Thank you so much, Paramatma. I
Right.
can't thank you enough. And
Thank
please
you.
always be connected with me.
Yes.
Please always be connected with me. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
And you promised to come and, pick me when I'm my
Yes, when
last
you will leave.
day. Oh,
Yes.
yes. Thank you so
Okay.
much, Paramatma. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I did remember now.
Okay.
But I can go and visit my spiritual teachers, like the who are in the family as family.
As families, yes.
Yes, but I can't offer scarf or give flowers. But as a respect, can I do like namaste, that kind of
Of
a
course you
thing?
can do.
Okay, okay, all right,
If
okay,
you
okay.
can go to them, you can touch
Yeah.
their feet. I don't know if it is a part of your
Oh,
tradition.
I can. Oh, I see.
Because
I can do
they
that.
are elders, na? So elders
Yes,
we
they
can
are
always
elders.
respect,
Yes.
but not like one of those scarves and flowers or what shawl, not all those things.
Oh, I see. Because it's like a traditional thing that we give white scarf to them.
Because they are connected with the spirituality. That is why.
Yes, I see. Okay.
Otherwise, as family members, any other elders, whatever you do to them, you can do
Yes.
this gurus also.
Oh, I see. But even out of respect or like you
But
can't give
same
flowers.
thing, na?
Ah,
Now,
okay, okay.
flowers is no, because that is a part of your cultural tradition giving to the master.
Okay. But usually we don't give flowers as such, but it's usually more like the white scarf when we see
Then
them
don't give
first.
the scarf.
Okay, not even the flowers, you say.
You can take some other gift,
Okay, all
which
right.
is non-traditional, not the
Oh,
one given to the teachers and masters.
okay, Paramatma.
Okay,
Okay,
right?
okay. And then you can burn incense in the house. That is fine.
No,
No incense.
burning incense in the house for fragrance is okay, but
Okay,
not
all
to a
right.
deity or Buddha.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But just in the. Okay,
Yes,
all
yes.
right,
For
okay,
ambience, it is good.
all right, okay.
Right.
Thank you so much, Paramatma.
Okay.
I'm so
Thank
grateful.
you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.